Hello and welcome everybody to another video of In Trust with Nicole. Thanks for joining me today. Now, today we have a question that may be on many people's minds for those of us who haven't really thought about estate planning or don't even have a will prepared. And that's what would happen if I should die without a will? So let's take a closer look at that. What if you pass away without a will? So, if you pass away with no will in place, state law fills in the gaps. So, state law dictates who gets what if you haven't clarified in a will who your heirs and beneficiaries are. Now, state law tends to follow kind of what you might expect people to choose. A surviving spouse is the primary heir, and then children after that. If there are no spouses or children living, then it goes up to your parents who would receive your estate. And then ultimately your siblings and nieces and nephews until someone is available to receive your estate. But it can get kind of tricky. So if you have a blended family, or either you or the surviving spouse have children from a different relationship, because numbers get a little tricky, and they don't just go flat out like 100% or in equal shares in that case. So even though New York and New Jersey law does fill in the gaps to make sure that people who are close to you receive your estate, it might be different from what you would want. And it also doesn't clarify, who's in charge of the assets left to a minor or an incapacitated beneficiary. So state law is really just following the family tree, so to speak, but really it doesn't do a whole lot more than that. And it doesn't do a whole lot more than that to make sure that those who do receive your estate receive it in a way that you would want. It may be at specific ages along the way that you would want. So if you die without a will, state law fills in the gaps. But even then, it really is important to make sure that your plan is laid out in writing so we're not having to rely on any state law for you. So that's pretty much what would happen. So for any other questions or more on that topic, feel free to reach out, info@nicoleisraellaw.com, or visit my website, nicoleisraellaw.com, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks.